Good morning. Greg Surratt here with some Sunday morning encouragement for you. And since it's summer, it must be a story. So, we were in a store shopping for furniture this week, and as I got ready to check out, the owner of the store recognized my name. She informed me that she was Catholic and doesn't attend Seacoast, but her older sister does and has for quite some time. She told me that a few years ago, her sister invited her and her mother to a Christmas Eve service. And she said that at one point during the service, we were reenacting the Christmas story, and a doll, the Christ child, dropped out from between the legs of the guy who was dressed as the Virgin Mary in the story. How's that for a scenario? Well, at which time they, as well as many others in the crowd that day, let out a gasp. This lady told me that they walked out, and mom, already disappointed that her oldest daughter had left the Catholic Church, was now horrified by what she had seen at Christmas Eve Mass. It confirmed her worst fears about Protestant churches, especially the non-denominational kind. Well, that day in the furniture store, we started laughing, and Debbie and I assured her that she had experienced the single worst service in the history of Seacoast Church. It was a painful memory. I remember watching it unfold in real time on the platform. I turned to my brother next to me, upon whom the responsibility for the service lay, and said, "What the hell just happened?" Now, I'm normally not a cussing pastor, but I believe that there was grace for it in that moment. I don't know that I have ever encountered a more antagonistic crowd than the one I faced that day as I attempted to give the Christmas message following what we now affectionately call live birth on stage. People were angry, families quit the church, awkward conversations were had with children in cars on the way home. It was a disaster. But we survived it. It's a little more than a funny story and a distant memory at this point. So, what are the chances that you run into somebody decades later for whom that was their one and only experience with Seacoast Church? So, what did I learn from that experience? Three things. Number one, if you don't rehearse it, you'll probably regret it. Oh, from that moment on, we started rehearsing everything. Number two, what was a nightmare in the moment can become a nostalgic footnote that you will probably laugh about someday. Somebody told me one time you might as well laugh at yourself, everybody else is. And number three, if it doesn't kill you, it will embarrass you to such a point that you'll wish you were dead. But you're not, and you'll be fine. Oh, and hey, by the way, this service today may be a great one for you, or it may go down in history in another way. But regardless, here's what I know: God's got this, and I'm in your corner. Hey, listen, if you enjoy these Sunday morning encouragement videos, why don't you subscribe to our YouTube channel or like it or comment? And even better yet, if you've got a friend who you think could benefit from this on a Sunday morning, send them the number that you got this text from, that the video came from, and tell them to text the word pastor, and they can get it too. All right? So until next time, you have a happy and blessed Sunday.